crazy stat for you. 77% of new leaders burn out within the first year. And I'm willing to bet that if you're a new leader, you might be feeling that right now also. Take one of my clients, Bob. He was an Ivy League grad, crushing it in a real estate startup, and he had just been promoted to director. Sounds great, right? Except for he was drowning, working countless hours, feeling totally stressed out, feeling like he didn't have anyone there to support him above him or below him, and really questioning whether he had made the right decision to even stay at that organization. He was working on the weekends, missing his kids' baseball games, and still falling behind. Why? Because like many new leaders, he didn't know how to delegate. Look, if you're working insane hours, constantly putting out fires, and feeling like everything's gonna fall apart if you step away for even an instant, and then listen, this video is for you. I'm gonna show you my exact 5-step delegation system that helped Bob not only cut his work week to around 45 hours a week, while also improving his team's performance. So I've spent the last almost decade working with leaders just like you, from Fortune 500 executives to leaders within startups. I've seen the same pattern again and again. Brilliant professionals promoted for their technical skills suddenly struggling when they make it into leadership. So here's what most leadership experts won't tell you. Delegation is not just about assigning tasks. Another client of mine was drowning in 65-hour weeks at her consulting firm. She tried delegating, she gave her team clear tasks, deadlines, and the whole deal. Just what you would expect. But 3 months later, she was still working weekends, still micromanaging, and still feeling incredibly stressed. Why? Because she missed the strategic elements that I'm about to share with you in this video. So you're going to learn the following: the exact framework for choosing what to delegate and what to keep, how to hand off work without losing control, the communication system that instantly builds trust, and the proven responsibility tracker technique that transforms team capability and not only delegates the task, but appropriately delegates the ownership of those tasks as well. So the best part is this is not just theory. These are the exact strategies that helped my client Sarah build a self-running team in 60 days so that she could take that vacation that she'd been postponing for 2 years out of fear that things would fall apart if she wasn't there to keep it all together. So now let's tackle that elephant in the room, why you're not really delegating. Sure, you tell yourself, it's just faster for me to do it, or my team isn't ready yet. But here's the truth. Every time you don't delegate, you're actually failing at leadership. I know. It sounds harsh, but please hear me out. When I work with new leaders, I see 3 mindset blocks killing their potential. Number 1, the perfectionist trap. Nobody can do it as well as me. Number 2, the hero complex. I need to be the go-to person. And number 3, the control illusion. If I'm not involved, it might fail. So let me show you what these cost you. Bob, our startup director who was doing everything himself, here's what it was costing him. It was costing about $50,000 in lost strategic opportunities that he just wasn't seeing because he was too in the weeds. He was burning about $15,000 monthly in misused executive time. He was missing about 80% of high-level networking opportunities. And finally, he was destroying his team's growth potential and signaling that he didn't believe in them because he wouldn't fully delegate. So here's the thing. Companies with effective delegation see 33% higher revenue growth. Teams under leaders who effectively delegate report 28% higher job satisfaction, and leaders who master delegation are 4 times more likely to be promoted within the first 18 months. And this is not just about working less, it's about exponential impact. Every hour you spend doing a $50 task that you could delegate is an hour you're not spending on $5,000 an hour opportunities. That's not just bad leadership, it's bad business. So now we're going to talk about the 5-step delegation framework. Let me show you the exact system that transformed Bob's 70-hour-a-week nightmare into a smooth running operation. I call it the trust framework. Step number 1, task triage. Look at your task list right now. Circle anything that requires your unique expertise or authority, directly impacts company strategy, that involves confidential information, and then look at everything else on your delegation list. Now track your tasks for one day. Anything under $500 an hour in value, delegate it. Bob found 22 hours of delegatable work in his first audit. Now, step number 2, the right person for the right task. And that's where most leaders mess up. They delegate based on availability, not on capability. Instead, use my 3C method. Capability, can they do it? Capacity, do they have the time to do it? And career goals. Will it help them grow? Remember Sarah? She matched her monthly reporting task with Jake, who wanted to learn data analytics. Result? Reports improved 40% and Jake got promoted 6 months later. It helped him grow and also helped him be a lot more satisfied with his role. Step number 3, crystal clear communication. Use my 5W1H handoff template. What? Exact deliverables. Why? The business impact. When? The timeline and milestones. Who? The key stakeholders. Where? The resources that are needed. And how? Success metrics. Now record your delegation conversations. My clients report 80% fewer clarifying questions when they do this. Step number 4, support without suffocating. Create these 3 touch points. Number 1, quick daily check-ins, 5 minutes max. 2, weekly progress reviews. And 3, monthly strategic alignment. The key is to ask, what do you need from me? Instead of, how's it going? You see the difference here? It's specificity, and it also indicates that they own the project. It's not just sort of a general, how's it going? Step 5, review and recognize. Set up your 3R system. Regular check-ins, recognition of progress, and rewards for initiative. Bob implemented quarterly capability reviews. Within 6 months, his team was handling 70% of his previous workload, which freed him up to be a lot more strategic and to create those critical stakeholder relationships that he needed in order to get things done. Now let me save you from these deadly delegation mistakes that I see new leaders make all the time. Mistake number 1, the dump and run. You know the type of leaders that throw tasks over the wall to their team like confetti at a wedding, and then they disappear, leaving their teams confused and maybe even a little scared to even get started. One of my clients did this and lost his best engineer, who just got tired of the BS. But here's a simple fix. Use my 15-5-15 rule. 15 minutes to delegate, 5 minutes daily check-ins, and 15-minute weekly reviews. That ensures that things are moving along according to your expectations and also gives the opportunity for your delegate to ask you questions and to provide updates. Mistake number 2, the boomerang effect. This is when tasks you delegate mysteriously find their way back to your desk. Does this sound familiar? But here's the brutal truth. You're training your team to depend on you. When Bob's team kept coming back for final approval, he implemented the 3 before me rule. Team members must try 3 solutions before escalating. Problems coming back to him dropped by 65%. And then mistake number 3, the partial release. This is delegation's silent killer. You delegate the task, but you keep the mental load. You're still thinking about it. You're still worrying about it. You're checking in on it constantly. You're basically signaling that you do not trust the person that you delegated to. It's like lending your car to someone, but then holding on to the door while they're trying to drive away. You're just making it harder and slower for everyone. So here's your delegation challenge for this week. Use the task triage system that I just shared. Spend 30 minutes tonight listing everything that you do. Then circle just the tasks that truly need your unique expertise. I guarantee that you'll find at least 10 hours of work that you can delegate. Bob found 22 hours. Sarah found 15. And here's the thing, knowing how to delegate is just step 1. The real challenge is implementing it in a way that actually builds your team while freeing your time. If you're ready to stop working long hours and bringing work home with you on the weekends, and also to become the leader that your team needs, I want to help you personally. Click on the link below to book a free strategy session with me. We'll audit your current workload, we'll identify your delegation opportunities, and we'll create a custom action plan to help you reclaim 15 to 20 hours per week. Doesn't that sound awesome? I only open up a few of these spots each month, and they fill up quickly. So if you're serious about transforming from an overwhelmed doer to a strategic leader, book your spot now. Remember, every hour that you spend doing $50 tasks is costing you $5,000 in opportunities. Let's change that together. I'm Terry McDougall, your leadership development secret weapon. Please book some time with me today. Can't wait to talk to you.